So this is turning out to be one of those vlogs that we never ever get anything done on time. So fuck it. It's exactly like me to do that kind of shit. So it is what it is. Let me introduce the consort. Facebook and the whole stalkerish thing, yeah. I don't know about you, but there are some things that I don't tell everybody, that I don't usually post on the Facebook. So I guess this is what this is for. We get to talk about things that are just between us, which I guess our old phone calls and our emails were about, because, you know, we had Facebook back then. You didn't, but I did. And we had public personas, per se, and, you know... What are you doing? Stop being cute. Can't help it. But just between us, we had this back and forth of candidness, I guess, of a little more trust between, like, what kind of information we're willing to give up. This will be like that, except on YouTube and public. What's going on with me? Tonight is our last night together for at least 6 months. I don't really know how I'm going to survive the next 6 months, because I'm just going to wake up tomorrow, and I'm going to dose up on coffee, and then overwork myself, and then fall asleep. Isn't that a wonderful life? This vlog is turning out to be ridiculously depressing, and I started with a depressing note about how it's the end of the death of summer and all, and now I'm talking about how parting is such sweet sorrow and shit like that. I mean, seriously, 6 months is nothing compared to all of our lives, so it's not like such a huge deal. But it feels like a major thing, doesn't it?
Yes.
I guess I'll just have to spend all of my time at Starbucks overworking my emotions onto paper. That'll actually,
End badly.
well, I may end up cutting myself, and if I get drunk, it'll be a little too much Hemingway, but, you know, such is the life of the artist.
You ramble a lot.
I'm supposed to ramble a lot, because I have no plan, and there's supposed to be some sort of thesis or essay format to this, but it's just not happening. I guess I've rambled on enough. I will send you the Jacksogram eventually. I think tomorrow. It's right in this computer. So yes, that was my week.
Okay, so you know what I said about, like, you know, Nick having to leave and we're all being sad and stuff. So it turns out that didn't happen. See, what happened was, actually, the way it works here in the States is that you can get a letter grade, you know, like A is good, F is really bad. But if you get an incomplete, it means that you were part of the class, but for some reason you had to leave, which means that it doesn't affect your letter grade. It's just that you've got this blank space where it says you've taken the class before, but you didn't do anything in it. So one of his classes was supposed to be an incomplete, but for some reason the asshole professor decided to give him an F instead, and it magically turned into that over the summer, which means that he can't come back because it drops his GPA way below what is necessary for him to continue. And rather than having to wait the several weeks for that to clear through, because classes actually technically started last week, he's just not going to go anymore. I mean, that's kind of yay for me, but, like... And that's kind of a mixed bag, because it's yay for me, but, like, he doesn't get to take classes, which means that, you know, his future is kind of up in the air as of right now. But of course, you know me. If I'm good at anything, it's making plans. Following through on the plans, not so much, but making plans I'm good at. So, I'll have him for a few more weeks, which makes me a little happy. Meanwhile, you may have noticed the Facebook post that I made. I have changed my sigil to the butterfly. I think it's more in tune with my personality that I've changed into. So it's sort of a symbolic, in a symbolic way, you know, signifying the new person that I am now that I am in this new phase of my life. I think that's all I wanted to say. Oh, we're doing a new thing. So we're playing the questions game. This one question is going to probably take your entire next video. After you talk about what's going on in your life, you answer the question of the week. And my question to you is, what do you consider as love? Like, when you're dating someone, how do you know that you're in love with them? Or, like, how do you... I know it's a feeling, but, like, how do you know that you feel it? How do you know that it's real? You know? Have fun with that. I think I'll answer in my video as well, and you can ask your own question if you like. So, see you when I see you.
Me.